I needed something more flexible. That's why I went from my Mac Mini to a refurbished MacBook. And in this video, I'm telling you if refurbished products are worth and my experience. Let's move on. As some of you know, mostly of this channel is about sports and personal growth. But I also want to share a little of my experiences and help people along the way with different things. That's why I'm sharing how my experience is with all the refurbished products I bought during the years. I originally decided to buy the Mac Mini, but it was like, I think 2 years ago, before I really started YouTube. The moments where I really needed to work on the computer could be at my desk. But nowadays, I'm editing a lot more. I went, for example, on a trip and I needed to edit on my iPad, which isn't for me as easy and as comfortable as I would like. So taking my Mac Mini on a trip wasn't really an option. Since I'm editing my videos on my own, I'm all the time taking my Mac Mini with me over where I'm going. I'm working at home, but sometimes I come here at my girlfriend's house to work. I need to take my Mac Mini with me, which is not as simple. She has a desk, but I always need to work on her desk. Sometimes she needs her own desk. So I was really happy about the Mac Mini, but I needed a change. So I went for the MacBook Pro. This is the MacBook Pro, the refurbished one. I will start with unboxing it. To be honest, I already opened it, but I will do it with you to show you what they sent me. You can see that is refurbished. It is not new. For example, here you see some, I don't know, the labeling from before where it was bought. Here also was a label, which isn't there anymore. You can see on the packaging, it is a little, I would say damaged, but it's because probably it was stored somewhere and yeah, but overall the box is in good shape. Now let's open it. It's always very satisfying to open a Apple product. So, you know, it's always really tricky to get the MacBook out. You see, I'm doing some crazy stuff, but yeah, you know. So the MacBook, on the first look, it is in a really good condition. Then they did send me the original charger, but not the original cable. They did send me this cable, which is USB-C as well, and it can charge up to 60 watts. I have one that can go up to 100 watts, but this one is longer, so it is useful. The charger is good as well. You can see some, you know, like sometimes you can see that it's being used, but nothing more than that. So for the price, really happy about that. Okay, we are going to check more in detail the MacBook. From the start, we can really see some slight damage, but I think it's just like something they've been using, but like here. And overall, looking at it, on the bottom, it doesn't have any scratches, so that's good. On the bottom, neither, so that's good as well. Let's open the case. As you see, I'm already logged in. When I opened it for the first time, it was a really little dirty. I need to mention it, but now it's okay. The keyboard is really good. It has a touch bar because it's a 2022 MacBook. So overall, really good. The conditions of the packaging, the conditions of the MacBook, and the conditions of the charger are mostly okay. It is not new, but we knew that we went for a refurbished one, and I'm pretty happy with it. It is obvious, but the first reason why I did choose a refurbished product, it is to save some money. Because I bought the Mac Mini, which is not really expensive, I didn't want to spend a lot of money on something different just because of comfort. If I really was working all the time around, it was maybe an investment, but now it is like a 50-50, you know? I went with the refurbished website Back Market because we already have some experience with that website. My girlfriend bought 2 phones with it. I bought my iPad and this MacBook. And all the time it has like minor little used signs on the phone, iPad and MacBook. But overall, it is really good. You have 3 different levels of quality, I would say, on the exterior. I bought for this one, the low is most of the time the cheapest, but they based everything on different things. All the battery that comes from Backmark are at a minimum of 80%, which is pretty okay, you know? This one is at 88%. Buying second-hand things is giving a second life to other products, and It's the best of both worlds. I chose the MacBook Pro from 2022, which still has a touch bar on it. It has the M2 chip. It has 16 gigas of RAM and 512 gigabytes of memory, of space. Overall, I think it's a better choice than the Mac Mini now that I'm working on Premiere Pro and editing my own videos, because my videos are at the moment really easy to edit. I didn't really see any difference on the performance, but I do have a lot more space for a total of 990 euros, which is really good for a MacBook Pro, only 2 years old. I was hesitating between the MacBook Pro and the MacBook Air, both from 2022. It is obvious you would choose the MacBook Pro if they are at the same price, but this one was 8 euros cheaper. Most people uses the QWERTY layout on their keyboards. In Belgium, we do use another type of layout, and it is the AZERTY one. We are all used to AZERTY. I'm used to AZERTY all the time, but this one is not QWERTY. This one is not AZERTY. This one is QWERTZ. This is the German layout. The reason why I did choose the QWERTZ and I was okay to go with QWERTZ is because I'm sometimes working on my desk and I have a lot of keyboards. That's one reason. But I was pretty sure I could adapt really easily to the keyboard layout, and it is the case. I'm not struggling a lot to just find and to type fast as I used to. Should you consider buying a refurbished MacBook, iPad, iPhone, whatever, I'm going to summarize really quickly the pros and cons. So it's really obvious, and one of the pros is that you can save up a lot of money on it. You can be sustainable, you can give a second life to older products. Maybe the cons of buying a refurbished product, as I showed you before, some wear on the product. So yes, I would advise everyone to buy refurbished if you don't mind to have something from someone else and if you want to save money. Switching from my Mac Mini to my MacBook Pro is being definitely a really game changer. I can work everywhere and I'm really happy about it. Alright guys, we are at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have decided if you want to go all in on a new product or a refurbished product. If you have any questions or you want more information, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to help. But with this one, don't forget to like, to subscribe, and see you next time.